What's keeping you stuck? Honestly, ask yourself, what is honestly keeping you stuck? Is it just because you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe it's possible, or do you just think you deserve your current situation? There's got to be a reason why you're stuck living the same 30 days over and over and over again. Is it due to your belief systems? Is it due to the way you perceive the world, or is it even due to your mindset and you just do not believe it is humanly possible? I've seen it from a multitude of things, whether you're a business owner or even if you're just sitting here watching the video thinking about starting an online business. People just do not believe it is possible to make money online. Yet they don't understand that there is so much money out there that even if they had like what, maybe $100 million a month, it would make no difference in the grand scheme of things. Because all you got to do is just understand what is stopping you. Why do you not believe? And also, I know it might seem as simple as what it is, but truly ask yourself, what is keeping you stuck? Only reason why I'm asking you this is because I'm currently 21 years old, and at the age of 20, I was literally running I am running still a successful marketing agency all the way from the age of 20 to obviously 21, which creates me over six figures a year. But also, a little bit on me is that I was working three jobs, earning $30 an hour, and just barely hit that 10K a month mark because I was literally working 21 hours a day. Only just hit that 10K a month, and I was just so proud for it to happen. But I decided to quit my jobs and go full in on my marketing agency. That's why I want to ask you today is what's truly stopping you? Because if I can do it at the age of 18, if I can, oh, not 18, if I can literally try and try, because I was trying to do affiliate marketing at that time, I was trying to do e-com. I literally had to reset twice before the age of 21. So let me ask you this, what is stopping you and what is keeping you stuck? Do you reckon it's because you're still hanging around the same old people who you hung around with high school with? They haven't grown, they were evolved. They've just been stuck in the same shell of a human of who they were when they were back in high school. Is it because you're not willing to move outside of your hometown because you don't feel comfortable in doing so? Figure just honestly what is keeping you stuck. And the only reason why I'm asking you this is because once you figure this out, this will help you with making that first 10K a month so much quicker and so much easier. It's just going to make it like honestly, it's just going to make it so much easier. But also, from what I've noticed and when I've been speaking to people, it always has that one core factor. It's either belief or environment. It's nothing else. Because like I had a guy when I was back in my old sales days, so back when I was 19, I was doing an e-com agency deal and I was on the phone because I was in Australia doing cold calls out to America and I was just like, hey, and he just made up all these excuses about his visa, about why he can't do this, about what's happening with him, and he's just like, I don't believe it's actual possible to make this money online, and I'm like, I get that, but the only way you're going to actually understand is by doing, and by doing and by acting is the only way of doing, and it's like seriously, like I started up my first YouTube channel. I got 25 grand worth of booked calls. I wasn't expecting that. I just thought it was a terrible video that wasn't going to go well, and I actually ended up doing very, very well. That's the thing. I didn't expect it to do well. I didn't expect anything from it. And also that comes from the law of detachment as well. But the thing is you've got to come because a lot of you guys think that you guys are so needy that you want a certain situation to happen. You guys want to be rich. You guys want out of that 9 to 5 life. You guys want that dream life, which I completely understand. Who wants to be stuck listening to a boss for the next 60 years of their life? Because you and I both know the age of retirement is going to be going up and up and up, especially with inflation eating you out. Pretty much, inflation is eating double of what you get paid in like your. So your wages go up 3.5% per year. Inflation is beating that by 7%. So effectively, you only get paid up to 50% of inflation. While meanwhile, food prices go through the roof, and everything goes like food prices, fuel prices, as you've seen what's currently been happening, and other stuff which is currently in play for what's going to happen in 2030. That's about all I can say. And also, if you guys want to get out of this current situation, click the link below in the description, book in a call, claim your free call, and we can just have a quick one-on-one chat. See if actually us working together actually aligned, and if it does, we can start working together and help you start running your first successful marketing agency. But point that I'm getting at here is that there's obviously something mentally that is stopping you from doing what you actually want to do. Because I mean, who honestly wants to just be their boss's slave for the rest of their life? Who honestly just wants to basically be treated like an animal every single day they walk into work where they have tasks which they have to do, whereas they don't have any option over where they want to go, how they want to act, how they want to be perceived, whereas all they got to do is just listen to their boss and they get paid. You are literally an enslaved animal at the end of the day. Because all you can say is yes, otherwise, if you say no, you've got a possibility of being fired. You have no say. And also, that's one of the things that most annoys me most about a job. Yes, it's good to gain up the skills. Yes, it's good to gain up, experience, and also understand how to interact with people. But if you're stuck working in the same place for the next 60 years, it's sort of like, what's the point of us doing this? What, you know, like you live practically a life of pointlessness because everyone is watching this video. They want their life to mean something. They want their life to be like an adventure. They want it to be something like, they want it to be like out of a movie because they've obviously dramatized that, but they don't know what they're meant to do to get there or what connections they need to have. Because a lot of people don't even understand how much action that is involved in basically getting your business first off the ground. The amount of time, the amount of energy, the amount of effort that takes to start to move forward. A lot of people don't honestly understand that because, and also that's what I reckon, that's either due to an environment thing or due to your mindset. Because, as I was saying previously, like if you're still hanging around the people who you went to school with, they're not going to want to be doing anything. They're just going to want to work a job, become a teacher, become a doctor, become a lawyer, and just live that same 9 to 5 life without anything worthy of becoming anything worthy. They're just going to want to live that same, they literally live that same 30-day cycle over and over and over again. And it's like, if you really think about it, are they truly living in another version of hell? Are they truly living in like Groundhog Day? Because it's a life they don't want to live. They're sick of it. They got the routine there, but they're very much sitting there like, what's the point? But also, they believe in themselves. This is all they can do, and they can't get out of it. And this obviously affects you because you become. So, if you hang around 5 people, you become like the 5 people you hang around. So, let's just say you hang around with everyone from school who's stayed in the same place, done the same thing, haven't done much. You become the same person. You become a loser who's not worth anything. Yes, you may have a family, you may not, but it's like you don't even understand who you truly are. You just got to this is how much potential you have shown, where you could have probably shown about that much or even that much if you actually tried to do what you wanted to do. And this goes on to the next point: is do you actually believe in yourself? Do you believe that it's possible for you to make money online? Do you believe that it's possible for you to get out of your job by trying and trying and trying whatever it is, whatever you want to do? Let's just say you want to try ecom, you want to try marketing, you want to try coaching, you want to try crypto, whatever. I don't really care. You can try any one of them, but thing is that you don't know where to start, so you don't end up actually starting, or you don't believe it is possible for you to make money. Life's gonna follow that version of your reality, and life will literally show you that you cannot make money with that because you don't believe it is possible. It's like, as I was saying, I ended up making, see, I make over 6 figures a year with my marketing agency all at the age of 21. I didn't believe it was possible up until I got my second sale. I was like, is my first sale even real? Do I actually have this money in my bank account? But you get to a point where you're just basically so desensitized to it, where it's just numbers on the screen, and you guys haven't passed that first threshold yet. Once you get your first 5 sales in, you'll be like, oh, I can actually make money from this. But you guys don't believe it is possible. Or if you guys make a few trades and you're just like, I'm losing, I'm losing, I'm losing, I'm losing, and you just keep on losing, you're going to believe that you're just going to keep on losing and you're not going to become any better. The same way with everything. And obviously, I'd recommend hiring a coach so that you can then speed up the process. You can then move forward, and then you're actually able to, advance to where you want to go. You're not just going to be stuck there, not knowing, not having a blueprint, not having a system, not having an actual understanding of what you're meant to do. That's the thing. A lot of people stay stuck. A lot of people stay lost because they don't know where to start. And obviously, as I said, it combines with not knowing how to start, so not taking any action, and also not believing in themselves, is the reason why they remain stuck. As I said, they don't believe in themselves because they've been conditioned to believe it is not possible. They have been stuck in a version of reality where they believe all they can do is just work a job to earn money. They believe that they are not good enough to provide an offer. If a 21-year-old, well, I did my first offer when I was 16. If a 21-year-old can sell an offer to someone who's 40 or 50 and still get paid, what's stopping you? Honestly, think to yourself, what is stopping you? And I've been doing YouTube for over 12 months now. So my thing is what's stopping you? What's stopping you from trying to figure it out, trying to get to move forward? Because there's surely got to be something in there. There's got to be something that you do not believe which is stopping you. And it generally is the exact same. It's either A, you don't know how to communicate what your actual belief system is, and then we can work it out. Even I don't mind if we even jump on a call and I help you with figuring that out, because I'd rather you come from a state of mind of, hey, I can actually do this and we can actually figure it out. It's also like when I had a call with one of my mates and he's like, why am I the only one who you talk to about belief systems and creating music? Because I'm like, you're the only one who's open to it. You're the only one who comes from a state of being like, I'm too good for this. You're the only one who's actually willing to listen and willing to think and try new things, because everyone else who I know, who's obviously not inside Australia, is coming from a point of view of, I'm either A, too good for this, B, this is a scam, or, you know, you can't actually help people because you're too young, or C, they're just stuck in the same thing that they started with. So, like, you notice this generally a lot with bankers. They either go to like brokering, consulting, or they just remain banking. This is what happened with my old man. So obviously he runs a business. He's remained and is now a broker from a banker, and yeah. And it's like, once you understand this, it's like, okay, most people want to be stuck within systems which they feel comfortable with. The only reason why you're stuck within that system is because you're not willing to explore. You have to explore the unknown to get a better understanding of the world, because majority of the world is just stuck full of chaos and unknown. So you're not going to know how to first interact with it. You're not going to understand what you need to say, what you need to do, and how you need to actually progress forward, so then you can actually understand what you need to learn. Most people just sit there in their shell and don't want to leave to the tutorial level because they don't know what to do. They feel lost. And obviously, this is why I say you're better off hiring a coach, hiring a mentor, so that they can help you. They can provide you the blueprint, or even just provide someone who can then consult. So you're like, okay, well, why are you just willing to talk to me about belief systems? And then you can just start to uncover that. Why do I believe that I'm going to be stuck in this particular way my whole life? Because I see that it's normal for everyone else. Why do you believe this? Honestly, I could honestly record one of my calls with one of my mates. It's going to be a lot of value for you guys, but do you get the point? You're stuck because you do not believe in yourself. You're stuck because you're coming from a point of, hey, my systems and values are going from another way. I physically do not believe making money online is possible. I physically do not think that it is possible to change my mind on certain ideas. And remember, everyone's brain is essentially the same. Everyone's brain is essentially the same. No matter if you're no matter if you're 80 or 16 watching this, remember, you are capable of change. Remember, you come with a neuroplasticity, you come with this neuroplasticity in your brain, so then you're able to change the way you think, change the way how you perceive the world, change the way how you perceive relationships, and also how you perceive the reality and how it works in its own being, if that makes sense. And what I mean by reality is how you perceive the world. How do you interact with the world, and how does the world interact with you? Because also covering on this, the unknown, the chaos, your shadow will all be shown with the parts that you don't want to see. And obviously, if you don't decide to take action, your shadow will start to integrate and your shadow will start to eat you up. Because your shadow is the parts that you do not want to show to the world. The shadow is the parts that you do not want to become. The parts of you who you remain trapped. The parts of you which you remain under the covers and not willing to be perceived by everyone else. That's what I mean. Like, those parts that you try to keep under order, even though you still cannot, because it still shows in certain lights and certain ways, and also in certain fashions. But the thing is still your belief is not from your shadow. Your belief is from the part of you that doesn't believe it's possible. It's like in Fight Club. The difference between Tyler Durden, and I can't even think of the guy's name from Fight Club, the main character. Anyway, you know the one that I'm talking about. He's got two polar personalities. He's got the light, then he's got the dark. His dark is Tyler Durden. His Tyler Durden personality does whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and however he wants. That should be the part that you should be. Honestly, because then you're going to get further in life and what you do, overthinking, thinking, this isn't going to work for me. Thinking, if I don't try this, I don't take any risk. Thinking, if this is possible for me. He just does it, he tries, and he has no attachment to the outcome. That's what you need to do. Also, remember that he changes his environment. Fight Club's back in 1999, so you should know this. Remember, the house that they live in, they changed that environment to have a whole group of men working with them so then they then get a more productive environment. So like simply, if you think about that, all they had to do was two simple things. Become the man who they needed to be. And two, change their environment so then they're actually able to execute with action. That's what you need to do. And honestly, once you start to uncover the reasons why that you feel stuck and the reasons why you don't want to move forward, it's going to make your life a lot easier and also a lot simpler. Because once you uncover that, the world becomes your oyster and then you're able to become anything. And the reason why I'm telling you this is, especially in the world of business, once you can start to become the person who you need to be, you can honestly do whatever you want. You can learn any skill. You can become the next Steve Jobs, the next Elon Musk, the next whoever. But yeah, and also if I was you guys, I'd click the link below in the description, claim your free discovery call. We can have a quick one-on-one chat, see whether it's suitable for me to work with you, and also if you're the type of person who I'll work with who wants to start a marketing agency. I know it's been a bit of a tangent of a video, but that's it from me, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Also, if I was you guys, I'd click the video on your screen over here. Why making 10K a month is easier than what you think. It's just a way that you can sort of perceive the world and actually think about why running a business is actually easier than what you think. And you guys just add a ton more difficulty on it. But honestly, if I was you guys, I'd watch this video on your screen over here. Why making 10K a month is easier than what you think. Because then you're able to actually uncover why and what, when, and obviously how can you do it. But yeah, other than that, that's it from me, and I'll catch you in a little bit.